Hey guys, Mustang here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So now that we've showed off both of the AGL Cooler and the Final Form Frieza with their EZAs on a normal event, we are going to jump into the extreme class only stage of Super Battle Road with a Wicked Bloodline team to show them off here. Unfortunately, we haven't got the 10 new category stages yet, so we don't have a Wicked Bloodline stage on Global. So we're going to jump in and see how they can do here. So I'm going to use an Icarus straight away because we don't have the best defensive turn here. Of course, the type advantage enemy is going to super attack us in slot 1. Perfect. Because, of course, we saw from the showcase that this AGL Final Form Cooler, he can get up to having really good levels of defense, but he needs to super attack first. I mean, even just one super attack raises his defense quite significantly. So, of course, the Tech Gotenks would have to super attack us in slot 1. Even with the Icarus active, we took an insane amount of damage there. So, typical start for Super Battle Road. We got GT Frieza. I think I used him in the showcases for both these guys. He's really useful in Super Battle Road, especially if that happens. He has the chance to stun on his super attack. So now Trunks is stunned. That gives us a little bit of leeway here to establish ourselves. Obviously, we want to get rid of Trunks first because both the Frieza and the Cooler have that sort of main part of their passive hinges on having a Goku family enemy. But every single fight in this extreme class stage of Super Battle Road has at least one, well, I think it is just one, has one Goku family enemy. So as long as we focus on everyone else and keep that unit alive until the very end, then these two units are always going to have their full passive activated. So even though I want to take out Trunks first, I attack Goten here. We get the double super with Cooler. It's basically just to lower his attack and mitigate the damage that he's going to do to us throughout the rest of the turn, because obviously Trunks can't attack. So the double super is pretty good because we get the double attack lower. So that plus the item means that the second form Frieza just takes double digit damage. So now we have the final form Frieza on rotation. Obviously he is an insanely good tank as long as there is a Goku family enemy. So we can just put him in slot 1 here and let him tank all of these hits. And between our 3 units on this turn, we should easily be able to take out Trunks. And if we can take him out before Metal Cooler attacks in the final slot, then obviously Metal Cooler will be able to lower Goten's attack again. So it all depends on what Cooler can do here. So almost a 1.5 million attack stat from him. No crit, but none needed. Takes him out. Doesn't get the additional super, sadly. But Metal Cooler coming in here, almost a 2 million attack stat. And of course the main thing is he's going to lower Goten's attack. But then he just comes through with a crit, apparently. So he just takes him out with the 1.3 million damage crit. So pretty good showing there from our boys. We've got our rotation properly set up now. Of course, typically the Final Form Frieza was in the 7th slot, so he didn't come around until turn 3. But now we go on to the second stage where we do have 5 enemies. We've got Tracksuit Gohan and the Z Fighters. Obviously, Gohan is the one that we're going to want to keep around so we can get the Goku family enemy part of their passives to trigger. This is a good rotation to start on as well, of course, because Golden Frieza and STR Cooler together, insanely good tanks. The friend Cooler is Rainbow. Obviously, just like with the showcase for the AGL Cooler, I have to bring Metal Cooler as the leader because the AGL EZA Cooler shares the same name as the STR Cooler. So that's basically the main reason why Metal Cooler is even on the team in the first place. Normally I would run my Wicked Bloodline teams with the double STR Cooler setup, and I did talk about this in the showcase for the AGL Cooler EZA. That unfortunately that's probably his biggest drawback. I did see some people in the comments of that video saying, of course, that they were in the situation that I mentioned in that video where if you don't have the STR Cooler, then obviously he is a very good option to add to your Wicked Bloodline teams. But I feel like most people who do have the STR one would much rather use him, because obviously once you get a few turns into the event, especially if they're against a hybrid or pure Saiyan, it's only like 3 turns, he can transform, and then he's just so good. So this is the exact kind of turn we want to see when we're using this Frieza. Ton of attacks all stacked up in the first slot, so we're able to just put him there. He will be guarding and having the damage mitigation thanks to the Goku family enemy still being around. So he's just not really going to take any damage in this first slot. And then, of course, the Cooler in slot 2 is going to be able to raise his defense. I've targeted pretty much all of the attacks against Piccolo here because I don't want him to do a ton of damage to second form Frieza in the final slot. So what are we looking at here? 24k from a super with no item active. Pretty good because obviously, remember, of course, whilst they are EZA, both of these units are free-to-play units. So that is actually pretty solid. So we take out Piccolo, do a little bit of extra damage to Gohan. Unfortunately, he hasn't been attack lowered at all, so thanks to the type advantage, he still did about 50k to the AGL Cooler. But second form Frieza going to come in here, do some big damage to all of the int enemies. So we take out TN, Roshi and Krillin are kind of on their last legs here. So I think what we can do here is we can transform Cooler, and then between him and the Golden Frieza in slot 1, we probably just kill everybody on this turn. I guess it depends how generous Cooler wants to be with the RNG for his additionals. But yeah, Golden Frieza in the first slot should probably... Well, actually no, he probably won't take out Gohan by himself. So I think we will attack Krillin, do some damage to him, and then we can go after Gohan with Cooler because he's attacking Cooler in the middle. And then what this means is that because he gets guaranteed crits against everyone, Cooler should hopefully take out Gohan, and then we'll potentially additional and take out Krillin as well because Golden Frieza will have done a nice little bit of damage to him. So no super for the Metal Cooler, unfortunately. But like I say, if we get lucky here with the multiple additionals from Cooler, we potentially just kill everybody. So 3.2 million attack stat. Obviously he's going to be getting that guaranteed crit, so we probably finish off Gohan here. Yeah, he takes him out straight away. Additional normal, takes out Krillin, and then another additional. Let's go. Doesn't quite take out Roshi, unfortunately. So, and yeah, no additional from Metal Cooler. So unfortunately that does mean he does survive one final turn. Although this does work out kind of well for us because the Dokkan bar is getting close to being full. So this gives us a chance to push it up a little bit more before we get into that final fight. And with the support on rotation, the Cooler should finish him off here. Yeah, 1.3 should take him out. Crit for good measure, so goodbye Roshi. And then that is round 2 done. So moving into the last round here, we might actually be able to get the Dokkan attack straight away this turn, as long as we can pick up enough same type orbs. So that should be quite good. Obviously not transformed yet, but Cooler ideally will deal the most damage. This rotation's not looking the best. There's a lot of attacks in slot 1, so I feel like Golden Frieza there is good. The multiple attacks in the final slot, though, against the second form Frieza, I don't particularly like. So I'm going to deliberately not super with Golden Frieza to try and force the Dokkan attack here with Cooler. And then we'll use this item to protect second form Frieza. So grab all of these, and we don't get the Dokkan attack. Okay, well, fortunately with the item active, even from the super there, Golden Frieza's not going to take any damage in slot 1. That creates a bit of a predicament for who we're going to Dokkan attack with next turn. So ideally, of course, just like the previous fights, we want to keep Goku alive. So we want to try and take out Vegeta first of all. I targeted him with Cooler, obviously, to lower his attack to help protect the second form Frieza here. So of course he still super attacks, but unfortunately we got the item active, so wow, still 230k damage. Damn, that's with an Icarus active and his attack being slightly lowered. So that does mean we're going to get the Metal Cooler core transformation. So that is the I guess the benefit of having Metal Cooler on the team. Although this is definitely not a good setup here. No real good layout of orbs to get super attacks for Metal Cooler. I mean, it's one of the reasons why, like, some of the newer Ape units that actually give themselves, like, some key on their passive and stuff are so much better, because you don't want to get stuck into situations like this where you get the 2 or sometimes even 3 turns of the giant form. But the way the orbs fall, you just don't get a chance to get super attacks. And obviously he does have a fair bit of additional in his hidden potential system. But none of them coming in clutch for us that turn. So no super attacks in the first turn there. But if we get rid of these greens, then yeah, we drop down all of these purple ones. We can at least get one in the middle here. And then, okay, good. We've got a whole bunch of extra reds at the top. So I'm going to transfer back over to Goku. I'm trying to chip down Vegeta's health here. But of course, the problem is if we don't get crits, then the Metal Cooler Core is not really going to be doing a huge amount of damage to him. So we get a crit on the normal attack. Can we actually get one on the super? We get an additional normal super attack. I like how obviously we take no damage because of the giant form mode, but apparently with the type disadvantage we would have taken 500k from that super attack from Vegeta. So, but now we get a super attack of our own. Can we get a crit here? No crit, so only 300k. And then we're going to do a little bit of extra damage to Goku here as well. Because yeah, of course we still have the because the giant transformation happened before we got a chance to do it, so we are going to be getting the Dokkan attack once we untransform. That was kind of one of the main reasons why I was trying to spread out the damage a little bit. But unfortunately, because this is technically the first turn that he's been around, AGL Cooler just would not tank very well in that first slot whatsoever. So I think what we're going to have to do here is go ahead and get the Dokkan attack with the Int FRIEZA, which is definitely not the best candidate. He's certainly not the hardest hitting unit on the team by any stretch. But at least he's going to tank these hits in the first slot. He is going to lower Vegeta's attack as well, which will help out the Cooler in the middle. So I wonder how much damage can he actually do here. Let's try and hit all of these. There we go. So he's got 1.3 million attack stat. That's nothing crazy, because obviously these two, when you're fighting these two at the end, they do have quite a lot of HP. So this isn't going to do a crazy amount of damage to either of them, unfortunately. But, well, I mean, 2 million, that's actually not too bad. But lower Vegeta's attack, then we get the additional super as well. So double attack lower on him, that's really good. And then Cooler, no crit, but Vegeta's getting pretty close to being done here. And obviously with the items and everything active, we're not taking any damage here. Metal Cooler going to lower his attack even further. Can he come through with the crit? So Vegeta survives just barely. He's hanging in there. But yeah, he's not doing any damage now, so that's fine. Oh, and then of course we're back to this rotation. So yeah, this is going to be GG this turn, because we got GT FRIEZA on the rotation for support. We can go ahead and transform Cooler. FRIEZA just tanks all of the hits in slot 1, and then Cooler just goes off and finishes everyone off. So I think Vegeta's health is probably low enough that Golden Frieza can finish him off here. And then that just leaves Cooler with his guaranteed crits to take out the Goku. So Frieza should be able to finish off Vegeta here. And then we'll target Goku with Cooler, do a nice big bit of damage to him. And then we can retarget back to Vegeta with the GT Frieza, just in case he does survive the attack from Golden Frieza and Cooler doesn't get a bunch of additionals. But I think Frieza should finish him off here. He's got very little health left. Frieza at nearly a 2 million attack stat. No crit, but yeah, he takes him out. So Cooler should easily finish off Goku here, I would hope. 2.6 on his first super attack. So how much damage are we going to get here? Guaranteed crit. 1.7, okay. He's just about alive, but we get the additional normal, obviously guaranteed crit. And then we get the other one as well. So it took both additional normal attacks, but the guaranteed crits coming in, and we take out Goku. So there you go. That is both the EZA, Cooler, and Frieza, the free-to-play units. You need them farmed up, rainbowed, fully EZA'd in order to do the Prime Battle Goku EZA when it comes out. So make sure you get them done. But as you can see here, they are very good units on the right team. So let me know what you think of them down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord in the description and join in the fun down there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.